Hey guys, welcome to Ori's World. Make sure you like, subscribe, and leave your comments down below and turn post notifications on because you get to see me anytime I post. Now I know, I know that I've been slacking, but I've been working and doing my whole situation, you know what I'm saying? I'm sorry for the light, but I feel like this is the best light that I can actually kind of get in this room because it be like hecka yellow or whatever. I just got home, to be completely honest. I'm here to talk to you about a little situation that I went through a couple of, let me say, almost a year ago. Just to help people that need help in a situation, and that's in the state of Pennsylvania. Okay, now I don't know about every other state. I heard New York is kind of easy, but like I said, I don't know every other state. But for the lack of words, I was homeless for a while or whatever in 2019. Okay, I was subletting an apartment, and the girl got caught subletting, so she wound up getting evicted, aka I wound up having to move too. But I was not in the process of moving. I wasn't ready to be moved. Like, you know what I'm saying? I thought I was going to do a whole another year there. Long story short, I wound up becoming homeless, living in a hotel. Okay. And as I was living in a hotel, like that crap got real expensive, real quickly, like real quickly. Now, don't get me wrong. For like the first month or so, I did not have to pay nothing because I paid a month in advance. But if you don't do that, it's hard. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because if you think about it like this, okay, so my weekly rate there was like three. I'm gonna say like three something, like 350, something like that. Long story short, if you add it up, I was spending maybe $1,400-$1,500 a month just living in the hotel. Things got real tight, so I was like, crap, like I'm gonna be able to afford this no more and still having to get a place. Now, in the state I'm from, you have to call a 1-800 housing link, and they supposed to call you back, but you know how that go. It take a while. So I start calling the housing link or whatever and telling them like, hey, listen, I'm about to be out on the street, me, my son, my boyfriend at this, like me, my son, and my boyfriend or whatever. Long story short, we wound up going into the shelter. Now I'm going to insert some pictures of the shelter and where I was staying at and how it looked or whatever. But we wind up going to the shelter, and the shelter is like, okay, so it's two dorms basically. There's one for the men, and then there's one for the family, and for the family, meaning like the men stay in the men's dorm, but if you have kids, you be on one side, and then if you're single, you be on another. Now I had my child, so I was not on the single side. I was on the family side, which, baby, never again. Let me tell you that. Because, it was a humbling experience. It happened before, too, when I first, started to go on my own and stuff like that. I was in a shelter, and that's how I got my first apartment. But being me, being young and dumb, I wound up messing up the apartment, getting evicted. I'm being honest. Now I'm in the house. I'm going on my second year. So we're doing really good now, but before I was real dumb, real stupid, playing with my money, like wasn't really doing what I was supposed to do. And I take full responsibility of that. But as I got older, I started to realize like that ain't cute. So I started to get on my grown woman stuff again. Now, when I went there this time, I was like, listen. Okay, so long story short, okay. So when we first got there, we already had an apartment, right? We paid the application fee. We paid the $200 to hold the apartment. You know what I'm saying? We put it down or whatever. All we needed technically was the funds to get inside the apartment. Now, the apartment that I am in now, they did pay my security deposit, but I pay my full rent out of my pocket. I am not in no programs, no nothing. I pay this in full, monthly. Sorry, I thought I heard something. Monthly, okay? So, long story short, so before I got this apartment, I was supposed to go into another one. Long story short, when we first got there, this is why I don't like the system that they put in, because they feel like you have to be there more than 2 or 3 months for them to even consider helping you, because as you know, it's government funded. So every person that is in that shelter, they get a certain amount of money for each bed that they that they have somebody in. So we go in there, we go into the hotel, because of course this is the time of when it was COVID, so we couldn't go straight into the hotel. We couldn't go straight into the shelter. We had to go in the hotel, which I like the hotel better because they not in your business as they want, like as they is when you in the shelter. You don't have no curfews, no nothing. Like you could just be on yourself. Like, you know what I'm saying? The only thing that's different is that you have to, like, they send food over, but I promise you, I feel like they was feeding us dog food. I don't care what nobody say. It was dog food. At least that's what it looked like, it smelled like to me. But people were saying that they, like, the people that's in front where the hotel is, because we was in a hotel at the time, they said that the people that's in the front desk, they was like switching out the meals and whatever. And I give it to them. I sure do, because what they was giving us, I was like, what the heck is this? But anyway, we was there for maybe, I'm gonna say like a week or whatever, and then they wound up telling us that we had to go to the shelter, which was, I really think, was dumb as hell, but they made us go to the shelter. So when you get in there, they check all your bags to make sure you don't have no drugs, no weapons, no lighters. Like, you can't have lighters, stuff like that. You cannot have that. You cannot bring in your own blankets. You cannot bring in your own pillows. They provide that for you, which I think is dumb. But at the end of the day, like, I'll tell you about that later. So you can't bring none of that stuff in. You can bring in, like, toiletries and, like, feminine products and stuff like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? In your clothes. So they check it. Then what they do is they wash all your clothes that you bring in there, just in case it's dirty or, like, bugs or whatever. They wash it. Boom. And then they set you up where a place you're going to stay. So they're going to give you 2 cots. There's no bedding, like, there's bedding, but there's, like, no mattresses or nothing like that. It's straight, like, Army cadet cots. Like, you go camping and there's a cot. That's what it is. So we had got the cots or whatever, and then they gave me some blankets, some pillows, and some sheets to put on the cot. Now, when we first got there, I'm not gonna lie, like, the first 2.5 weeks, we was like, me and my mans was like, we not getting no blow up bed, because that's what we had last time. We was like, we not doing that because we're not staying here long. We already got our apartment. We're just waiting for them to give us our funds. Long story short, they wind up waiting so long that we wind up losing that apartment. Now, at that point, I was irritated because it was like we wasted $200, actually $400, because we was supposed to move in 1 month, couldn't do it, so we put another $200 on for our hold, couldn't make it then, and then we didn't have another 200 at the time because we wasn't working, so we wound up losing that apartment. We was like, forget it, like, we screwed out of that one. Basically, they screwed us out of $400. In my head, and my thing is, when you first go in there, they tell you that they can provide so much things, and they don't provide half of the stuff that they say they can. And I'm being completely honest. They're supposed to take you back and forth to doctor's appointments, job interviews, jobs, but I guess because of COVID, that's what they want to bring it as. Because of COVID, they couldn't do half the things that they said they was doing to do. Like, I missed so many job opportunities in there because I didn't have the funds to go, or they didn't give me a ride to go there, even though it states in a pamphlet that they do provide that stuff. But like I said, they didn't give you like a bus pass or Uber car, none of that. Like, you basically is on your own. All they do is give you a cot and a meal. That's it. So after, like, I'm gonna say a month in or whatever, we wound up finding a new apartment, which is the apartment that I live in now. No, I'm not gonna tell y'all the name, because obviously I still live here, But the apartment that we have found now was like a month and like a half of us being there, right? Hold on, my flip phone is sleepy. I gotta give me a second. And this stuff on my floor, so don't try to play me. Okay. So, long story short, yeah, okay. Y'all don't need to see my fat arms. Long story short, what was that? Oh, so a month and a half in, we was like really looking for apartments because at this point, I was ready to go. Because being in there, it takes a toll on you. Like if you don't try to have the best energy, you're not going to. Like that place can really tear you down, tear your energy down, especially with the people, you being around close quarters with people that you do not know, that you never seen in your life. And they kind of know your business because you don't have no privacy. Now this time that we went, they had like little dividers because of COVID. Yet again, I'm going to show you, I'm going to insert some of the pictures that I do have of the place, and I have some of the men's dorm and some of the women's, so it won't be everything. And then I think I have a couple of pictures of the cafeteria and stuff like that, but I'm gonna check. I know I have somewhere where I say that. Long story short, it will break you. Like if you it will break you, put it like that. Okay. So when we first got into there, like I stay quiet for the most part. You know, you would keep with some people, but you don't really want to get close to nobody because you never know what their intentions are. And there are some messy people there. So you don't want to get caught up in a drama because one fight that you do, you get kicked out and you don't get no help. They'll leave you there. Now, the rules there was like, okay, singles, single people have different rules than family people. Like, okay, so we was family for the most part until my son wound up going with his biological father. Our curfew was like 8 o'clock, something like that, 8:30, 9 o'clock. And then the single people was like 11 o'clock back in the day. Now it's like 9, 10 o'clock, which is whack as hell. But, you know, that's neither here nor there. So, yeah, so when we first got there, like, I was not talking to nobody. I just kept to me and my mans. Like, we really wasn't associated with nobody because at the end of the day, that's not what we was there for. We was there for to get our stuff and to get out. Now, at that time, I wound up getting my PUA back, okay? So PUA kind of helped me out throughout the time where I did not have a job, and that was my income, which was decent income, okay? So, wind up, okay, so this is what happened. And so we got basically, okay, I'm going like back and forth. Basically, we was there for 2 months, right? Now, not everybody get out of there in that time frame. Trust and believe me, some people stay there much longer. It all depends on you, okay, and what you want to do and how you want to get out. It all depends on you. Because if they don't see nothing, if you're not on their behinds, they're not going to do nothing for you. They're going to keep giving that money up. Now, you have they have a choice to extend you or not. Now, it's every 90 days they have a choice to extend or don't extend or whatever. That's the times that they give you for you to basically have your own house. Now, remember what I said. What I said was it takes them at least a month or a month and a half to even get you on a list for anything. That's for rapid housing, Section 8, Valley Youth Program. This is the programs that we have here that I know of. Things of that nature. They don't put you on right away, which is sad to say. They should immediately, as soon as you get into their system, they should immediately help you. But like I said, they do not do that. They wait for a while, and then they start putting you in for things, which I can never understand, because at the end of the day, nobody wants to stay there long, and y'all only technically supposed to have us there for 90 days. So for why are y'all waiting so long to even put anybody on a list is beyond me. Hold on, I'm trying to get my light right. actually kind of like the style. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't think I would, but I do. And my hair got so thin. I know I'm sidetracking, but anyway, it was a curl, but it ain't a curl no more. So long story short is, while we was handling that situation, I did meet some people that like was mad cool that I still kind of hang out with to this day or whatever. But when you get there, girl, keep your head down, shut up, and follow what they say. Because if they don't, they gonna start playing you. And that's one thing I am not like. When I first got there, I said, listen, I have to get the hell out of here, and I'm going to do everything in my power for me to get the hell out of here. Now, this is the kicker. The kicker is that I feel like they feel like they better than you, so I feel like they don't try their hardest to try to help you. Like, you have to really help yourself. Like, I had because they have like counselors and caseworkers there, but my caseworker did not help me. I helped myself. They started to get mad at us because once I felt like they wasn't helping me, I started reaching out to governors, mayors, all of that, because different programs that I knew, because at the end of the day, y'all wasn't coming to me and saying things that I needed to hear. Y'all wasn't coming to me and talking to me about different options I had. I had to find out the options that I have on myself. So once I started doing that, they started to come back contacting them like, yo, why y'all not helping such and such? Why is she calling and saying that y'all not helping? Because it was facts. Y'all was not helping me. And every time I asked you a question, it was always an answer. It was always a different answer. Or the main person that was in charge of like dictating who gets on the list, one time that gets on the list, she is a stone cold bitch. Okay, let me tell you that she don't care about nobody. It feels like she's better than people. Her demeanor is so rude and so ignorant. I never liked her in the first place. Even when I first met her, the first time I was there, I did not like her. I still don't like her. If I could say her name, baby, I would, but I ain't going to, because she would never get that much clout from me. She was more so of like not really caring about what she should be caring about. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, she was more so of, oh, we'll get to you when we get to you type of person. And it's like, no, you need to get to me now, because I have the things that I need. Like, you know what I'm saying? At that time, before we lost the first place, not because we wasn't accepted, because we was approved. They just didn't give us the funds in time. Now, they waited on their time to give us the funds, which was asinine to me. Right? So we finally get out. We finally find a second house, find a second apartment. We wound up getting approved for the second apartment because it's a part of the same company or whatever. So they eventually gave us the help. They gave us our down payment, which was like $20-something hundred. But the moral of the thing is, it's like, if you don't help yourself, they not gonna help you. You gotta grind for what you want. And then, yeah, I got help, but at the same time, they didn't help me find this place. They didn't help me fill out no applications. They didn't pay for none of that. Only thing they paid for was for us to get in here. Now, when we paid for the U-Haul, we paid for the movers, all of that stuff that came out of our pocket. Now, I'm not mad at it by any means. And they do take you to this place where, you can get help with a bed or some furniture or some pots and pans and stuff like that. But when I was staying in when did I buy that stuff? Oh, when we found our place, I started already buying stuff for the house. Like, I started buying pots and pans and things of that nature, towels, washcloths, stuff like that, like stuff for the bathroom, like things of that nature. I started buying way before we moved in here because we had a storage at that time. So I was putting stuff in storage. Now, the workers there, some of the workers are dope, and then some of them are like, you want to punch them in their throats. Like, I'm sorry, I don't promote violence, but like, at the end of the day, it's like some people are just so freaking ignorant. My bad. Some people are just so freaking ignorant and rude and disrespectful, and they feel like they better than you. They feel like you're like beneath them. In all reality, the way you dress is beneath me. I digress. we made some cool, like we was cool with some of the staff, like, and then it was like some of the staff I really did not like, I really did not mess with. And then those honestly, the ones that feel like that is the ones that is that they're like that they're the uppers, so they should be more, um have more empathy, more sympathy, but they don't. They really don't. Like, that's a 9 to 5 job to them, and that's it. They don't care about the people that is there. They don't care about what you go through or the hurt or the pain. They don't care about none of that, to be completely honest. And I seen a lot there, and half of the stuff that they should care about, they don't, and then the things that they do care about, they shouldn't. Um, was it a good environment for kids? I feel like yes and no, because if your kid was like my son, like, he really did not like people. He only liked the people that he knew. It brung him, the first time, it really did bring him out his shell. Now he's more like sociable with people. Like, he will say hi to you. Like, before, he was not messing with nobody unless it was me or like my immediate family. Like, I have other family, like in New York, before, he was not even talking to them. My son is very iffy. Like, if he don't like you, he don't like you. He will not talk to you. Period. Like, period. I feel like this, like, it's like washing me out, kind of. But it's cool. This is cool. Sorry. So, let me see. That's a little better. Yeah, that's a little better right there. Okay, so like that's like a good thing. And then he got around, like, he gets to be around kids, different kids. Now the thing is about these children these days, they don't know how to keep their hands, feet, and objects to themselves, because them kids used to go buck wild. They're like, yeah, what I mean. And I feel like that's where a lot of the fights that came up with was because of the kids. Like, some people didn't know how to control their kids, or they didn't want to control their kids, or they didn't want to watch their children, and they feel like if somebody hit them, then nah. Like, 9 times out of 10, your kid done did some crazy shit. Excuse my language. And the kid retaliated, because I would have did it. I seen some of them kids fight, and it's like this: one of the little kids would hit one of them, and then the other one would hit them back, and then they go run into their parents like they didn't do nothing, and then the parents want to argue and fight, and it's like, don't do that. If you don't know what's going on, don't do that, because it's stupid. Like, I used to tell them, like, I was cool with everybody, but one thing I would tell them, like, yo, y'all not here for that. Y'all here to get your stuff together, get a house, and get out. That's what y'all here for. Y'all not here for fighting. Y'all not here for, being cool by y'all with people. Y'all not here to be friends. Y'all not here to be brothers and sisters. Y'all not here for none of that. Y'all here for y'all family, and to get y'all family into a better predicament than what it is now. Period. Um, Let me see what else. We did have chores, like they had designated chores for like the first week or whatever, and then like the chores would change or whatever. See, now in the girls dorm, we had one, two, three, four. I think we had like 8 bathrooms. So like some people, like they break up the bathrooms and stuff like that. We do the bathrooms no matter who it is, because some, one, two, three, three bathrooms had tubs, and the rest of them had like shower things or whatever, just plain showers or whatever. So like you would do that, or you would mop the family side, or the single side. Older people was there, like this one lady, she was old, she shouldn't even been there. She should honestly could have, they should have kept her in the hotel, but they don't care about people. And them cots is, they hurt by the end of the day. Like, for real, by the next day, you laying on them cots, your back is hurting, your neck is hurting, like your body is really sore. And they don't give you blow up beds or nothing like that. You have to buy that yourself if you want to. Like, it's your choice to buy it or not. Now, eventually, I wound up buying me a blow up bed, because my back, baby, let me tell you something. I'm a BBW as it is, okay? And then I have big boobs. My back already hurt, okay? Once I was like, oh, no, 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 no. So I wound up getting a blow up bed or whatever. So then my fiance, because his back was hurting too, because he was like, oh, no. Right? So then, and the food is trash. Like, the food is trash. Now, I'm gonna tell you what the food consists of. And now, mind you, how they get food is people donate food, like ShopRite, Giant, Walmart. Um, those are the stores, like food stores that we have here. Aldi. They will supply us with food, like food that's like maybe a week or two about to be expired, not expired, but about to be like a week or two. They'll donate or whatever. Dunkin' Donuts would donate donuts and stuff like that. Wawa, which is oh, y'all probably don't know. Quick check. It's like it's a gas station that has food and stuff, but it has like hot food. Wawa's good though. You get Wawa like food and stuff like that. So, but when they cook, all he cooked was eggs, bacon, um, meatloaf, but it wasn't real like ground beef. It was like bison, deer. I think bison is deer, but yeah, like stuff like that. Like, um, what else they could, like pancakes and things of that nature. Like things that don't match, they put together. Like I'm dead serious. Like things that really did not match. Like, why are you making eggs and bacon with a meatloaf with no seasoning? Really? Now, mind you, when you like if you cool with people like whatever, and you help them out, like you get to see like they have a whole bunch of food that they don't give us. And I feel like what they do is, to be completely honest, they take what they want to take home, and then they give us the scraps like we're dogs or we peasants. Even like when people donate pillows and stuff like that. Like this one guy donated pillows, we never received them. They just put them in the back for themselves and they take them home. Like I seen this one lady come there and she donated like their kids old Xboxes and PlayStation 4s. We never got them. Like they never put it in the kids room, like the kids area, so they can play with them. None of that. Even toys, they never even put it in the kids room. And before, when I first was there, they had a lot of stuff. They had like DVD players. Like they used to have little game nights and stuff for the children. They stopped doing that, and it's sad because like at the end of the day, everybody's already depressed being there, and like they make it literally like a jail cell, like hell in a cell, like WWE in that bitch. Like they don't really give you, like they don't really treat you like a person. I feel like they treat you like a number, and that's me just being honest. Um, will I tell somebody to go there? Yeah. If you need help, yes, go there, because that would be the first place that would help you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Call that 1-800 housing link number. Don't feel embarrassed that you have to be there, because the next person gonna feel the same way. But y'all can't judge each other because y'all in the same situation. You can't judge me because you was right here next to me, and I can't judge you because I was right there next to you. And I personally don't care if somebody judge me or not, because my journey is not where I was at, is where I'm going, and I'm going to go places. Like, you know what I'm saying? So for anybody that judges people out there, don't judge them, because you never know where they're going to be up at the end of the day. At the end of that year, they might be billionaires, and you probably sitting there looking at them like, how? So I don't never judge nobody. You don't never judge nobody from where they come from, because you don't know where they're going. You hear me? You don't know where they're going, so you always gotta stay 10 toes down, like, and keep working at it. Like that's what I'm doing now. I'm still building myself up and building my life up, and I'm going to continue to do that to where I get where I need to go. You know what I'm saying? But back to where I was at or whatever. Um, we wind up finding this place. We put $200 down or whatever, and then that was in January. No, that was in February. March 1st, we came here and signed our lease. So we was there um, December and January. No, 3 months then. December, January, and February. December, January, and February. Um, March, we was out. We was out. We was gone. And you know what's funny? This lady that worked there, she knew us from before, and we got out of there before pretty quickly too. We got out of there like, I'm gonna say like 2.5 months. I wound up finding a program. They didn't help me that year either. Like, you really got to help yourself there. If you cannot help yourself, then you really need to go to pray, because at this point nobody's not going to give you nothing in this world. So you got to work and grind for everything and anything that you have, because if not, you're not going to succeed in this life. And I'm just being real with you. You got you, the person that I'm talking to, you have to work for it. You have to go get it. Yeah, you can get some assistance, but that's assistance. That's not you getting it for, like, and that was the problem with a lot of people. They felt like once they got there, they didn't have to do nothing. Baby, yes, you do. You have to look, okay? You have to go look for houses, because they're not going to look for houses for you. And then what they're going to try to do, if they feel like they can't find nothing out here, they're going to put you in, like, Philadelphia, somewhere that, like, people get shot every day, Trenton. Like, nobody wants to go there. I didn't want to go there. I told them straight up, I would not move there. I would not move to Philadelphia. I would not move to Trenton. I'm allergic. That's on period. I'm allergic. I ain't doing it. You know what I'm saying? Not saying it's a bad thing that people live out there, because some people was born and raised out there. You know, they know that city. I don't know that place. I don't know it from a can of paint. Okay? So I wouldn't want to go somewhere that I don't know, and then you hear all these, like, you know, terrible things about it. I'm not going out there. I don't, and people can call me whatever. Now, will I go out there, you know, to go to Frankfurt or something? Maybe, because that's when my man's is, like, you know, he was born and raised out there. Like, you know what I'm saying? So he knows it pretty good, but he didn't even want to move out there. I ain't moving out there. Blah, blah, blah. I talk too much stuff. I get in a fight every day. Nobody got time for that. I got a pretty face. But anyway, what else? Let me see something. Oh no. You see that? You see the difference? Let me see something. Let me see what's on. See, I don't like that. That's why I did what I did, right? Turn that back off. See, I feel like that looks better. Yeah, that do look better. So, but yeah, like, we wound up getting this place. Like, now don't get me wrong, it was hell getting this place. It was hell being there, because, like I said, I'm the type of person that, like, I really feed off of vibes. Like, I really do. And if you give me a negative vibe, I don't want to deal with you. And it's like, the people that really gave me negative vibes is the people that I really had to deal with. That's what killed me. That's what shot me. Because it's like, the people that I really did not like I really could not stand there. It wasn't even the people that was staying there with me in the dorms. It was the people that worked there. Like, I could not stand half of them. Like, and it's like, I had to talk to them, I had to work with them, and it's like, oof. And then my counselor, she was trash. Put it like that. She was just plain trash. Like, she didn't help me. And then, like, when I tried to tell her, like, yo, you sitting here, you talking all this yin yang, but you're not helping me, she gonna tell me, oh, I gotta, you keep your mouth shut. And no, I'm not keeping my mouth nothing, because a closed mouth don't get fed, and I'm gonna feed. Okay, so I'm gonna open my mouth. I'm gonna tell you what you're doing wrong. I'm gonna tell you what you're doing right. I'm gonna tell you what you need to do and what you need to not do. Okay, I'm gonna tell you all of that, and that's on period. I'm not going to sit here and let you dictate what I say and what I no, we're not doing that. Because if I don't advocate for myself, nobody will advocate for me. And I say that to anybody. If you don't advocate for yourself, then nobody's not going to advocate for you. You got to do that yourself. You got to advocate with yourself. A closed mouth never get fed. Period. And I learned that a long time ago. So am I going to stop? And no, I'm not. You can tell me what you want. See, now my man's, he's more easygoing, laid back. Like, he'll let you know, no, I'm not that person. Because if I feel like you're talking wrong, and I'm going to say something. If I feel like you don't know what you're talking about, I'm going to tell you, you don't know what you're talking about. If I feel like you should be doing something different, I'm going to tell you, listen, I already went that way, you need to go this way. See, they didn't like that about me. They don't like that you advocate for yourself. If you advocate for yourself and you keep getting on them, they're going to get you out, because they don't want that. They don't want that trouble. They don't want that beef. Like, they don't want none of that. So that's what I did. I advocated for myself. I started going to the governor. I started going to the mayor. I was like, listen, they not helping. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, this, that, and the third. And they wind up calling them like, yo, why you? They wind up emailing them like, yo, why you not helping her? Like, you need to get on your stuff. And then they call. I remember one time, the head lady that does like, excuse me, that help you with everything, like with the the trans, excuse me, the transitions and stuff. That lady, she got mad because I called the Bucks County Opportunity Council and asked them, can they help me with whatever. And she was like, oh, you can't do that because we already in talks with them. But you're not in talks with them because they didn't know nothing about me. So I know that you're lying at this point. You just don't want me to say something that you're being you're doing half-ass work, and you don't want them to know about it. Well, guess what, hunty? I am going to tell. I am going to snitch because I need to get out of here. I need to be in my own place. You know what I'm saying? So they wound up getting me out. They wound up getting us out. We wound up signing our lease. Now, we're dealing with COVID. This is what I didn't like. I did not see my apartment until I signed my lease and got my keys. So God forbid if I did not like my apartment, I would have just been stuck with it for the year because I couldn't see it because they wasn't showing apartments at the time. They was just saying like, oh yeah, you see it when you get there, like. And then I'm like, I don't. Okay, I guess. But I like my apartment. Like for real, I'm gonna stay here for a couple of years. And next time I'm moving into a house. That's my main goal is to move into a house and to start my businesses. Like I'm going to get there. And this is what I say. I'm telling you my story so you know everything is not Krispy Kremes and donuts and fairy tales. Like you do go through some issues, but it's all up to you to get out of that issue. It's all up to you to advocate for yourself. Don't let nobody make you feel less than because you had to go in a different option or a different way. Don't rely on nobody to help you out either, because the only person that's going to help you is you. I had to learn that the hard way, and I'm still learning that now. The only person that's going to help me is me. Period. And I say that for everything. The only person that's going to help me is me. Yes, I can get some assistance and some advice and stuff like that, but that's it. Nobody ain't gonna hold your hand. Nobody ain't gonna, I don't care who you are. If you have family, friends, the governor, the pope, nobody ain't gonna help you but who? You. So that's why I said advocate for yourself. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you have goals. Like I have goals in life and I'm going to accomplish them. And I accomplished one now, which is, I got a new job. I already had a job, but I hated my other job. But I am not that person to be doing production for nobody. Like I don't like warehouse jobs, and that's where I was at. Now I'm at a job that I actually like, and I actually like, I love to go to work or whatever. So I got a new job. God blessed me with that. God blessed me with a good health. You know what I'm saying? And He blessed me with a place to stay and my son. You know what I'm saying? And you know what? All I can do is thank the God, the Lord above, and thank my mom and my grandmother for raising me to be who I am now. I am never gonna, change my demeanor or my ways because of somebody that don't like it. I don't care. I like it, and I like me. And I'm going to keep advocating for me and my family. I'm going to keep advocating for my son and myself, because if I don't, then we're going to stay stagnant, and I refuse to show my child that's what we're supposed to do. We're supposed to stay stagnant. No, we're supposed to grow and elevate, and that's what you need to show everybody. Show the people that doubt you that you can do it. I'm walking proof. People doubt me for a lot of things, and when they see me succeeding, they get shocked. Okay, they doubted me for a lot, but guess what? You can't doubt the anointed. I'm gonna say this again. You cannot doubt the anointed. So keep striving, keep working, keep doing what you're doing, keep praising God, keep advocating for yourself, because if you don't, then you're gonna stay in that same stagnant place, and you don't want to do that. Okay. Well, I'm going to go because I want to wash off this face, get undressed, eat some food. I made some barbecue chicken the other day, and if I do say so myself, It is smiggity, smiggity, smack, okay? And then I made some corn with some cheese. This joint bopping. I'ma make another cooking video with y'all, and I want to show you how I be chefing it up in the kitchen, because that's another thing. People be thinking I can't cook, and I be Chef Ori in these streets, okay? I be Chef Ori in these streets, but people don't know that. Like, you know what I'm saying? People just think, you know, I'm just a cute face. Nah, Shorty can cook. Shorty can throw down too. You see how I'm built? I'm built lovely, okay? I built like I can cook. I can cook, hunty. But you know, stay blessed, stay surviving, you know what I'm saying? Stay advocating for yourselves. Talk what you want in existence. Because it's going to happen. Manifest your existence. Because trust me, I do that every day. And I'm one step closer to where I need to be and to where I'm going, okay? So, please like, comment, share, subscribe. Turn on that post notification for your girl. I'm gonna start being more I'm gonna be more reliable on here, because you know I waited like 3 weeks to do another video, but I'm gonna be more reliable, I promise. I'm probably gonna bring you into where I work at, you know, show you what I do, da 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 da, you know what I'm saying? Do a couple more I'm gonna do a mukbang probably soon, and then I'm gonna really tell you about my life. I'm gonna share my experiences with y'all, and hopefully that helps somebody else in this world, because that's what I'm here to do. God put me on this put me on this earth to help, and that's what I'm gonna keep doing. I'm gonna help the person that's next to me. I'm gonna help the person that's behind me, because a lot of people was in the same position that I was in, and nobody ain't talked to me. So I'm gonna start talking to the people, okay? So please like, comment, subscribe, and share. Turn that post notification bells on. And see you later away from Ori's World. Love y'all. Bye.